and this is live to YouTube for the whole session. So,
okay.
Watch your words.
Yeah.
Watch your words. Okay, what's happening in here? Guys, welcome to the show. We need to reboot the camera. Oh, yes, it was only reconnecting the HDMI too. So, we have now, once again, this same old camera here. We have this camera here now that shows us the final stretch, and for some strange reason I'm not having the other remote camera. Probably the reason is that it forgot to turn on the transmitter. Could be because it says no video. No, the link is there, so it says no video, which means that the camera is not on, I guess. Did I remember to turn it on? I'm not sure. But on the first break, I will then run again to try to fix it. And let's see if I can level the camera a little bit here before the first cars come. And hey, do we have confirmation comments that we are online and broadcasting? No, yes, no. Yes, cool. Hey, Burase, thank you for the €5. That's awesome, that's so awesome. Okay, the picture should be there, everything should be there. We see already huge amount of comments, thank you. And starting with the classic comment, did Kaukonen already drive? Maybe we will then leave it there. So, we have the first pairing there on the start line, and who do we have there? It's Kevin Piscolti and Teemu Asunmaa. And yes, I hope that this angle will give us a little bit more better view on the last parts of the track, and hopefully on that concrete there on the left, because that's quite juicy place all in all here. So see about the replay settings. I will now do it. So, okay, are they already coming? Yes, they are. So a little bit too deep there. Let me see about the other camera angle. I think this is pretty good. Hey, good. We are okay to continue here, I believe so. Slight adjustment here. Zooming to the start line. Little by little. Yes. So, who do we have next? Jarkko Jylä. We didn't see too many runs. I think only one run from him on the first practice. Then I'm not sure if it's Enver Haskasap or one of the Irish wildcards here with him. Sorry about the shakiness. It's again the wind that is kind of doing its tricks on me. I'll do a little bit of a tightening on the video head here. So, here we go. Good to have all of you on board. noticed that the smoke is clearing pretty well, as I also already told you in the previous session as well. Hey, this will be the second and the last practice session of today, so that is a fact here. Yes. Okay. I got some compliments about the angle here, the view of the last sector of the track. Thank you for that. I think it's really nice too. It was and Karim Hani. Then we zoom back on into the starting line. We have, I think these are the local wildcards that we have. I really need to learn the names. Again, I'm sorry for not knowing them from the top of my head, but maybe you can put that in the comments. Very well, but that was quite a scrappy run, I think. Is it now a Finnish duo, Mr. Bertolax and Azuma, or? Yes. From a different mother. Some of the same sponsors they have. Here we go. We have Ela Coco and Kevin Piscolti, I believe. Let's go. Coco was really careful and really a little bit hesitant into the entry because it was so shallow and so much in the inside corner there. But these were again the first ones. Who do we have next? I think it's Konstantin Shurenko and Enver Haskatsov maybe. there was a little bit of a deep line from Enver. Not actually. But then happened something. Oh, it was just too deep for Konstantin, and then Enver just needed to avoid him. Okay, what do we have next? Okay, sorry. Need to probably disable that one. Oh, that's in the replay settings. I will need to take that away, put that in, and then replay back again. Yes. Okay, we are having a slight break here because Enver's car is still there. There's a tow truck going to get it, and yeah, why don't we take some comments here? Yeah, there's a comment about Konstantin Shurenko going too deep into that first corner, and that happened almost always runs in the first practice, but yeah. Heinonen comment, I think he did one run in the first practice. Okay, Dylan Garvey, one of the wild cards, and Stephen McConnell, yellow 180 SX. Thank you guys. Heinonen has the old car still. It's been delayed so that it will not make it to the Finland when it was the original plans to take it in use and present it. Okay, I'm happy for your ears, Tonka Master. Qualification is tomorrow, yes. I don't know, remember from the top of my head what was the time for it. Qualification is 2:30 local time tomorrow, and it means 4:30 finish time, or 16:30 or 1630 in the military format, if you know what I mean. Okay, it seems that this is gonna take a while. Randalu is here. He will be driving in the second group B. Did pretty nice runs earlier today in the first practice. Okay, now it seems that we need a bigger truck. So they have a flatbed truck going to get Enver's car there. And there's a language that looks strange to me. Unfortunately, ex-Luke, I don't know what you say. Qualification will be tomorrow. Did I say today? It's tomorrow. Is it possible to increase speech volume a little bit? Thanks. Not sure. I can try to speak more closely to the microphone, or I can just try to work on the audio mixer here. So we are in HDMI 2. How about now? Is it any better? Also a little bit afraid of its clipping, so I don't want to push it too hard. But it also, I mean, I'm outside here with the cars and everything, so that might be the case pretty soon. But let me see. give me feedback if it's any louder or not. Better. Don't scream. Why would Oliver Randalo be banned? Okay, there was this huge debate about his who's was it? Piotr Wienczek's run, yeah. Let's not go into that one right now. Okay, so it's better. Try not to yell here, but then at some point if the cars are running or still within the vicinity, I think it's quite a natural way to do it, to raise the voice a bit to hear it myself. Let's put it that way. Okay, so this is probably the easiest part of the stream to do, as I don't really need to run any of the cameras or else, and I have some time to read the comments. Do you have any questions, any comments regarding basically anything? I can also view the same situation from the other angle. And now if I rethink the whole thing, I could have probably gone and sorted out the camera situation while this was going on, but it's always so easy to be so smart in hindsight. So, what you gonna do? So they got the flatbed truck, but they didn't use it. Okay, the car is drivable. Well, that makes sense. It just needed something heavier to tow it back. Okay. No big drama there then, and hopefully Andres' car is okay and drivable in this session again. And hopefully, there is a broomstick man over there, but that doesn't seem to be like a too bad of a situation with the pebbles there. And do we have anybody waiting in there? We have, is it Teemu Asunmaa and Dave Egan? And we have Jarkko Jylhä at our site, and is it now Karimhani or Itai Sade? I think it's Itai Sade. This could be a nice run. is Ela Coco and Karim Honey. Some tandem action. Not bad, not bad. Both are there in the burnout box. That's a good news. I don't think if it ran any more than one run after at the first practice group or practice session. Rather slow, I would say. Bumper is dragging a little bit. Don't know what happened there. No idea what happened there. Not that one, this one. Already in the correct angle. Juha Pöytälaakso. What we had there at the back corner from Juha Pöytälaakso. I think so far it was so good. Then was it a little bit too deep? Yes, and then he drops wheels and two wheels and takes a little bit of a detour, or what do you have in the rallycross, the bonus loop lap. So that was not ideal from him. Nothing too dramatical. On the other hand, goes Kevin Piscott. Okay, and what might have happened there? I think it was just a pretty badly timed entry here, or initiation from Dave. No, he just couldn't get it sideways. Too much grip, huh? Way much better line than in the first practice, almost any of his runs. So this looks better for him. I guess we have Dave Wasson on the line with Jarkko Jylhä maybe, or no, they're just starting to warm up the tires. Let's see what Teemu can do now. I think he's been struggling a little bit so far. Angle when you see something black that is coming to the image, that's actually the rope that is tightening the rain cover of the camera. And I really have high trust that when you have protected these cameras really well for the weather will be at least without any rain. So that's my take on the weather today. It was supposed to be drizzling all day, but apparently it's not. We have Jarkko. Smoke, a lot of it. This reminds me of last year when you kind of see from this angle and you have cars like James Dean's Mustang with the daylight running lights, and I think that just looks pretty cool. Through the smoke you can only see the lights first, and then the car emerges. Labor stuff from Karim, I don't know. He was in a pretty good line, but then he was like so late in the transition. Then it started drifting, couldn't get it like sideways. The front just wasn't there, or the back, I don't know. And then the chase needed to. Ooh, what's happening there? I completely missed that one. If they can put the fire out quickly. If now I'm in the replay. I was talking about this. There are some flames. And that is sub-ideal. That is not good ever, especially, well, first you get the damage from the fire, and then you get the damage from the extinguishers, so is it still in flames? Apparently not. Wonder what happened there. Well, the session is interrupted anyway as we speak. So what do we have in the comments? So it is asking if Heinonen's car is broken. I don't have any information of that. He did, I think, one practice run in the first session. So okay, I just heard from the person sitting next to me that they are repairing the engine. So that's the situation right now. By the way, the person sitting next to me is happens to be Nora Toivonen, who is a drift responsible person for the AKK, which is the Finnish version of FIA or any kind of a motorsports organization. So Finnish Motorsport Federation, she's telling me, and there's going to be an interview coming with her during this weekend. That's going to be in Finnish most likely, but it will mostly touch the Finnish drifting anyway, so the relevance is there in Finland, so that's going to be in Finnish. But yeah, just to let you know, good to have her here, kind of learning and watching from how the things are done here in Ireland. Not necessarily copying everything, but at least getting some reference, and that's great. When did you start? So she started on March in this position. So interesting stuff we have actually talked already about during this trip. So good stuff coming. So here we have it. Usually, if it's already a spectator day, this is the bonus practice day when there's no audience here. Usually they give a huge applause in these situations, but the fire, that is never giving you anything good, and it's going to be a long night for the guys in the paddock. Then we have a lonely warrior there. Next, and the wind is really attracted to my camera. tow truck in front of the car. That's safety gravel trap is just pebble stones that the truck would be stuck in there as well. So kind of no point of getting the tow truck stuck in there, the gravel. I don't know why they don't have heavy equipment that could actually cope with that kind of a pebble stones, but again, what do I know? Elakoko and is it Karim or Itai? Okay, Itai. Black cars in from the front. Business with Teemu Asunmaa and Konstantin Syrenko. They are on the way, one by one, I assume. It seems that Jarkko Jylhä is getting more laps in, which is good, especially if you are a Finnish fan of the sport. That's gonna be then versus Karim Hani. Good reference is that Red Bull gives you wings text there. I think you're not supposed to let the transition to go over that text, so that's like good reference into the transition over there. I meant this text here. I would highly appreciate if somebody could confirm that from the driver's briefing material that I saw some takes on it in the. Actually, it was in my supporter group. Sorry guys, I did have absolutely no time to check on that because I was rearranging the cameras during the break and all of that stuff. But the driver's briefing material seems to be out. It contains all the judging elements and deductions and all the information. I think if you're really interested in the judging, you should go and check on that document. More action. Let's see what happened on that one for Enver in the entry or in the first outside lap, or is it the second outside lap? I need to try to check all of that information myself too. Just tad too long, and he kind of crossed the whole gives you wings text there. I believe it's kind of planned so that you would need to be transitioning before the text. Then it's Itai. Looks to be a solo run. Itai Sade. Closing to the end of the first group A here. I think it's these two tandems left. Maybe it's supposed to end at 15 past, so let's see. This group is done, then it's not gonna be rolling Rudy, it's gonna be running Rudy. A little bit of an exercise for me, but luckily it is a little bit chilly is probably not the correct word, but it's a little bit cold here in the wind, so it's only kind of in my favor. successful in these games. That's just a fact. But hey, now it will be runny. Käyn juoksemassa, haluan tsekata noitten perään. Hetken, tsekkaatko noitten perään, mä käyn tuolla. Thanks. Hey, good to see you. Okay. Okay, I'm back. And then we're gonna take a look on the. Just in time. Hey. So we have the camera back, and I'm out of my breath, but we have it. Now it's gonna be one more. Around my brain around them. So here is the dynamic camera. Yes. Good. Here we go. So the sole purpose of this camera is actually to be able to film if there is something happening on that corner. It's like, you know, in the rally you want to go to see it in the place where you most likely see some crashes. But I must admit that I kind of had that intention here. And now I get to get my fingers right on the button, so bear with me. So Group B going on. Benedictus Tirba. Who do we have on the line? I believe it's Marco Salko. We will see that very soon. Good stuff. Yes, it's Alan Hines, Jakub Kroll. Alan Hines on the right, Jakub Kroll on the left. So what was wrong with the camera? The camera basically is in a transparent plastic bag, like effectively, even though it's like a plastic sleeve. One of my cameras is over there. You can probably see what I'm talking about here. So I don't know, it might be that the camera itself actually got quite hot because it's in the same bag with the transmitter that has a like a cooling fan for it in it, even though it's not really hot here, but the sun, when it's shining, it's warming up that whole thing, and it's warming inside and outside. Learning the buttons. So, Benediktas, Tirva and Clint van Horn. A lot of smoke. And by the way, still waiting for a call from Red Bull. Maybe they have called, but I didn't pick up. Alan Hines, Chase, and David Sposo lead. We have Connor Falvey and Oliver Randall next. Expect some great driving and stylish and flamboyant driving. Brave. believe it's Jean Bonnet and Diego Correa. Okay, that's the cone. That is 20 minutes still, a little bit over that. And yeah, we are enjoying all of those minutes. Good action today. That camera for the smoke reasons, because this main camera is still like after that run, okay, it clears quickly, but when the run is on, it's really smoky. Maybe there is one car in the starting line. Lots of engine discussion here. Rolling release streams are the best thing to happen to Drift Masters in recent years. Thanks for that. I'm really humbled about that kind of a comment. Very nice of you, thank you. Yeah, so as nothing is happening right now, if you want to support me doing this, the first thing and the best thing that you can do is what you're doing right now. You're watching the stream. That's that's why I'm doing this, to start with. The next thing what you can do is to hit that like button, because that would then lift up the stream to other YouTube watchers, viewers as well. To the front page. Probably the camera failed us again. Okay, we're back to two cameras then. But I need to dig into this today later. Yeah, the next step to support me, what I'm doing, is to subscribe to the channel. That's also free, very easy click to do. Action there. And yes, if you subscribe to the channel, of course you will get, especially if you enable the notifications, you will be notified when there's a stream coming or when there's a video out or whatever. That's normal stuff. But there's also one bonus thing that would happen when I hit 10,000 subscribers. There will be a cap, my channel's cap, raffled to one lucky subscriber that has all the Driftmasters full season drivers autographs. So every subscriber will participate automatically. And the delivery will be included, so should you subscribe, you don't need to worry about the cost or anything. That will be delivered to you when the raffle is being done and if you happen to win. Of course, it's one of 10,000 chance to win it, and basically it means that it's way much better than winning in the lottery, the probability.
Die hebben hardloopkleding, hè? Dat is eigenlijk werk. Hardloopkleding.
We have, hey, what sort of a check was that? Well, at least the bumper is still unhappy, and the light is still gone, rear light. Okay, then we have Simon Olsen there. I don't remember if he did any runs to this session already or not. But here's gonna be one, that's for sure. By the way, sorry about hitting this screen visible every now and then. You know how hard is it to keep your finger away from number 2. I mean, HDMI 2 channel here in my streaming device. I guess you all got what I meant. Haha. Korea. Fujiroku says, great coverage. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you for all the other comments as well. I mean, I really love that the chat is lively and people have something to say. People are with this. Let's take another look at that. What happened there? Was it just so wrong line that he aborted mission, or okay, he was quite much inside on that one and too deep and too long in that outside zone there. Okay. Yeah, unintentional. That was supposed to be one of the replay cameras, but it's not anymore. Okay, what happened to Oliver Randalu over there? Initiation looks okay. He's a little bit outside and a little bit too late into the transition. Change that replay setup there, or setting. Take that away. What was it? Let's see what happened there. Was there a contact? Full commitment, maybe a little bit in the inside corner up there, and then goes really late, and there's this huge ditch. I don't think they hit each other. Let's take a look again. But they just both crashed into that massive ditch that is right after the clipping zone area there. The track kind of it narrows there. Like the track just ends, the pavement ends, and then they hit that massive pothole or ditch or whatever you want to call it. I just went there, and it's like the depth of the thing is into your ankle. It doesn't in the image. If I could, I can zoom in a little bit to there, but it looks like nothing here. But in reality, it's like a ditch. So again, we have some tow truck action. I think did we have any in the first practice session? No, we have had a couple of those. So maybe a little bit more push. There's a comment of the schedules that Drift Master has changed it to be on Saturday, Sunday. I think it's been, don't remember from the top of my head how it was last year here, but over the events there are Friday, Saturday events, and there are Saturday, Sunday events both. So don't know what the logic is to how they are defined or decided, but okay, last year probably wasn't fair. Could be. But anyway, this year, tomorrow is all the first official race sessions, meaning the qualification tomorrow, and then we have the race on Sunday. Okay, what else we have here? McKeever is looking strong. We have some predictions of who's gonna win. I think it's gonna be, as always, quite many candidates to that top position here. I think in here, let's take another look on this one, because I think Alan Hines just went really deep, and Jason Bonnet, his work is to chase, and of course, I mean, this is not a race, but what he's doing here, he just follows, try to follow, and then they're too deep, and he just gets a little bit too deeper because that's how it just. It kind of does his job, but Alan doesn't have the right line. Okay, and I'm starting to sound like a judge, which, by the way, I wouldn't be too good of a judge, but that's my interpretation of this what happened. But hey, the guys are practicing for the race and for the tandems, and that's kind of the main thing of drifting. So I think it's good that we can speculate here as well. Okay, let's go. Let's go. But I know for a fact that there is so much smoke that we wouldn't have seen anything out of that, so probably no point of checking it. Not that I didn't want to, but there's only a fuck off. Probably doesn't catch what you're talking about. Yeah. I'm sure not. I mean, I didn't hear you guys, so it's Josh from Drift Games behind me, and they're sharing some secrets here, and now they're worried that it might have gone over to the stream. But hey, you can comment in the chat if you heard something, but I really doubt that you heard anything. And this one transmitter does this. I don't know why. Colors are not happy. Everything that is too white, it gets really like blue. Guess it's more homework to do for me. Maybe. We will see. Might also be about an HDMI cable or something really stupid, but it seems that it's not just happy today. Marco Zaccarello by the sound of it. Stuff going on in the corner where there is always something going on, but let's see. Diogo is quite okay on the line in the initiation and in the entry. Then he just barely drops a wheel, but not in here. I think it was really, really close. Here, barely keeps it in. one replay of that final clip there because it's so cool and how close he will get it. Just a kiss. Just a kiss. And then we have Simon Olsen. Take another look at that too. Well, we didn't see much. Let's enjoy a little bit about that. Look at that final snappy transition from Clint Van Oort. And I also like how Marko Zakharov is kind of predicting the transitions and just being like in the chase, much faster in the transitions. He's here ahead of in the transition, and then if you look at here, okay, you don't because this is a different camera angle. Anyway, you know what I mean. And if you manage to predict it right, you can also be like in a greater angle in the chase than the lead, which is, I think, always impressive. We have Connor Falvey and Diogo Correa. So it is 3 o'clock. We have still some good 50 minutes or 55 minutes of action left. It's not ending yet for today. Sorry about that. Sorry about that finish. There's Juha Rintanen's spotter here again behind me, so. But I guess it's not new to you anymore that if I'm in the grandstands, there might be people talking to me, and that's just fine. It's just that sometimes sometimes there's something really heated happening in the track, and I need to concentrate on that. And I feel bad for the people who try to talk to me. So, but hey, that's how it is. This is live stream, and as it's live, anything can happen. So, do we have by any means any news from Lauri Heinonen's car? In the comments, does anybody know? Okay. Are we now done with this group? Let me check on the schedule. Yes, so there's 5 minutes break now. And the next group will be Group A, so the hot group. Involving everybody, all the top drivers until it's position 13 to 15 in the series. 14, 15, 16. Well, I don't know. You get the idea. The best ranking drivers of this season in the next group. And at this phase, I kind of have lost my little faith with that one camera over there, and will then we'll pick it up after this session and figure out what I will do tomorrow. Hopefully the weather forecast would be still the same, so that there is no rain. Oh, it's now no rain today either anymore forecasted. Also, it's should be pretty okay today, tomorrow. So I will then try without the rain protection tomorrow and the day after for the practice live. So a little bit about this. By the way, these practice live sessions I'm gonna cover tomorrow. There's gonna be one session from 9 local time to 11:15. So 2 hours and 11 minutes. Not that long of a practice. And then on Sunday there will be the top 32 practice from 9 a.m. to 10:30. So those are gonna be rather short sessions both days. I'll be covering those both. And yeah, pretty much in the usual fashion. I would say from the live streaming perspective, those are a little easier days for me because those sessions are so short. But then again, what else you can expect is that on the race day, on Sunday, I will do again the top 32, between top 32 and top 16 during that break. It's 1.5 hours. I will do those interview round in the paddock, as I did in Spain. I got quite good feedback about that, and yeah, I think it's a perfect moment. Like, you have top 32 just driven. If you're watching the stream, and you have 1.5 hours of nothing, so why not do that again and try to warn the drivers beforehand about that as well, like I did in Spain. So maybe that will be then in the end something that the drivers also expect. And on top of that, I try to do the drivers parade. I have scheduled those streams into YouTube already, so those should be there if you need to check at what time they are beginning. I have scheduled everything like 5 to 15 minutes before the actual start, because I always like to talk a little bit about stuff like before these training sessions. I want to be sure that the stream is on and everything is working. So I'd rather do that not in a hurry. But then for these, of course, I'm not doing the for example, the paddock interview round. I'm not gonna do that with multicam, so I don't have that much of, technical challenges or technical, laborious things to put together. So I only probably need then 5 minutes or whatnot. And yeah, also the podium ceremony, I'm doing that, as well as the drivers parade, top 16 drivers parade, in that extent as I can. So that's what you can expect from this channel during Saturday and Sunday. And we today still have this one session and group left of practice sessions. Should start any minute now. Don't see any cars yet in the burnout box. We see the cars over there in the lineup, so we are close. Yeah, hey, if you like this stuff, subscribe to the channel. While doing it, you will be participating in the raffle of a Golden Rudy Motorsports cap. That is similar that I'm wearing always, and it has all the autographs of all regular season drivers of 2026 Drift Masters. So there's a little bit of a value in it too. So, and it doesn't cost you anything. But that will only happen when we hit 10,000 subscribers. So that's the catch. Also, if you want to, I forgot to show this. So, subscribe me. What else? Now that we have the break going on here, where if you want to look into deeper dive into drifting and be on top of everything that is going on behind the scenes, go to check Drift Chat's Instagram first of all, and also especially the Discord channel. There's a lot going on in there and really good conversation and discussion there, so shout out to Drift Chat. And what else? Yes, if you really then want to support me more, you can always do me a favor and become my Rolling Rudy supporter member in YouTube. There should be those membership instructions somewhere. It basically works pretty much the same as any other YouTube membership if you're familiar to those. It's only $2.99 per month or $3.99 per month if you are an iPhone user for some strange reason. And yeah, that's like a more direct way of supporting me. Of course, you can donate during these live streams, that's fine as well. And I am always really humble about any kind of favor that you do for me being able to do this and continue this. And what else? Yeah, there is also a WhatsApp group, like inner circle WhatsApp group for Rolling Rudy supporters. You can join that whenever you have joined as a member in YouTube and done it according to the instructions. So I will then add you guys into the group. It is mostly in Finnish at the moment, and it's not mandatory to join, but anyway, that's one possibility. Seems that we are not starting yet. I'm looking at the track. Okay, yeah, there's the reason. They haven't completed the emphasizing or enhancing the white lines yet. I'm gonna take a little snack here. Turns out that Ireland is full of all kind of nice little snacks. So sorry about if you can hear the chewing here, but what you gonna do? So we're waiting still for the hot class, the hot group A. Drivers that are the highest ranked at this moment in the series. So now there is the next group should have started 5 minutes ago, but they're still painting the track, painting the lines. So I don't know if they will continue the group then further, because I don't know if I don't think they have any schedule like a pressure there in the end, but we are I'm looking into it. Yeah, it should have started at 10 past, but there it is. It seems that in the chat there is talk about month names and from which language some of those month names are picked from to finish. I don't know. Who do we have on the line? First one. Oh, Kupa Bertonsi. What a surprise. I think he did like 30 runs in the last practice session. It was like really grinding it. Let's see how the first run is today in this session, because it should be pretty good, judging by the practice, amount of practice. Here we go. Consume the rest of my snacks here. Will probably be gone with the wind before they enter my mouth. Sorry about these noises. Okay, let's go. Kildare check and check Shannon. We have Mika Keskikorpi and Kupa Priskamski. Must have like some sort of a Formula One style tire exchange and fueling system, because he's always there in the line. This last clip, or this last long clip, is quite difficult to film because it's full of smoke from this angle and it's full of smoke from this angle, so it's very difficult to get that, like the rear tire line. I could probably try to do it with a little bit wider lens, put the camera in a little bit different place on this static camera, so I could get like a little bit more of, so turn it right so that the left side of the track would be like in the edge of the picture here, and then a little bit wider angle so that I will get the better field of view, or wider. Yes. Okay. Was there a contact there before Kevin veered to the right? Let's see again. Kevin is now initiating. It's really, really hard to tell. Just went too wide, I think. But Piotr was really close, that's for sure. And now we have Juha Rintanen, and seemingly it's gonna be a solo run. Yes, here we go. This is where, yes, it was really maybe a touch, but it was really slight if it was. And the funny thing is, Juha has this sticker at the corner of the rear bumper which says insert wall here, so that's kind of what he was doing there. Yeah, and that one I think Nasser was really wild in the entry. Really nice looking driving, but Mika really didn't have any issues keeping up with him. So of course, if you throw it to that straight angle, it's not going to be the fastest way, but it was most likely, it was certainly the most cool looking way of the initiation. Here we go. I guess we deserve a replay. The usual section of the track. By the way, the while I had the camera working that was pointing into that very location of the track, nothing happened in there. I mean, the other fixed camera over there. Well, let's see. By the way, next one will be James Dean, and it's gonna be Kevin Pessoa. Let's see how they get off the line. I think it was James Dean who was accusing Kevin, not accusing, but telling that Kevin Pessoa was just drag racing. This is the best view. No, I think the smoke cleared too early, but see those front lights through the smoke. I think that's pretty cool. And seemingly Nicknock has retrieved his front bumper, and he's gonna be there against Pavel Kurlinski. And we have 27 minutes left of this session. I don't know if they give any additional minutes because of their track lines painting job. Taking a little longer than expected. Backing up, taking either side. What is it? Are they? Oh, it seems that it's leaking something. Leaking. By the way, does anybody know if this is the James Dean built car or Joy McKeever's own car? Some cars in the lineup for sure. We don't have anybody. One of the tires. I think they're just cleaning up the whatever there was leaking from Dwayne's car. Dwayne is there checking himself. Is it water? Is it oil? Doesn't seem too happy about it. Just calling someone. Not ideal, not ideal. Do we have any idea who could be the next one in the lineup? If I would guess, there is Kuba Brzgonski among the guys over there. Let's take some comments. Comments. Okay, James Dean built car. Okay, thanks. this car in the picture. There's a lot of talks about Lauri Heinonen's engine choice, engine type. We just need to accept that it's their decision what they do, and you either like it or you don't like it. I like the sound of the engine, that's for sure. It's been quite many breakdowns for these guys with the NASCAR engine lately, that's for sure. Too much, I would say, on this level. Does it make the engine bad? I don't know. When it works, it's just a pure engine porn. So, in that sense, I don't know. I'm not making those decisions though, so. And of course, it's good that we have topics that really boost up these discussions and whatnot. So that's why we are following. So now it's James Dean versus James Dean Chase and Nasser Al-Harbali doing the lead. It's interesting to see now. Is it like super easy for James to keep up with Nasser? I believe it might be so, but let's see. Expecting a lot of smoke. I was concentrating on my other camera, so I didn't see it. You probably already saw it like really well. It's not in this camera and it's not in the other camera then. That was really my mistake. Let me see, it might be in the next replay. No. I need to do better next time. But it is a practice. It's not going to be judged on that one. Okay, then we have Dwayne's car being towed away. They're keeping it at the side of the track. Hopefully there is not, especially not oil leaking on the track or even water. I guess not. And we have Mika Keskikorpi taking it against Juha Rintanen, Finnish duo. And at the moment the top positioned Finns. So two best Finns on this season's points situation right now. Here we go. Well, I mean, soon we will go. Okay, thumbs up. And now we go. H2O Korpulinski versus Truskonski and Nicolas Bertans. Okay, there was a lot of smoke. I'm not sure what really happened there, but we can always take a replay. I'm not sure if that's even visible in that one because there was so much smoke. He had a really steep angle there, a lot of wheel speed, and then he just overturned it, and you can't really see much from that. So I believe they're just collecting some cones and stuff because it seems to go probably quite far. Doo-doo. Yes. There's a question if I can get the... My speaking voice is a little bit more... Can my speaking audio track be more on a higher level? How it's been sound? More volume than the cars, but the problem is that I'm basically most likely most of the car sounds are coming through the same microphone as what I'm using, so I cannot really do that much about it. So it is what it is. And I mean, one of my principles is that I don't really like to talk too much about on top of the cars because I want you to hear the sound. That was some brother love in drifting, and that really looked nice, and you can tell these guys have done a couple of laps here. It was really nice. Really nice runs from both of them. And then we have Amika and Piotr. Let's take that Mika's wall tap there. think that was like the correct amount that you are supposed to take. Maybe a little bit too deep. And the rear bumper was not happy. Rear bumper was not happy about that. Okay, I take my word back. It was maybe a tad too much. And then we have Kuba Bryskanski and James Dean. And the wind is just beating everything here. And also clearing the smoke. I think tomorrow it's not gonna be this windy. Like 5 meters per second. This is probably closer to 10 easily. Whereas Jean Bonnet was driving in the Group B. This is now Group C, the last group, and the group with all the best drivers who are the best in the standings right now in the series. And yeah, we have supposedly 10 minutes left of this session. I don't know if they will prolong it by 5 minutes, because it took at least 5 minutes longer for them to enhance the white lines in the track before this group. I think they would deserve the 5 minutes, but not making these decisions, so I can only hope. That really artistic view and camera change in the... This is what I'm talking about. That looks so cool when they're coming through the smoke. Headlights on. Very quickly change from the apology to the other topic. Yeah. Okay. Ten minutes to go. Say, I don't remember it was that challenging, this first outside zone, or the outside zone after the first corner, as this year, but I guess it always somehow is. Well, they didn't have any like mishap in that actual section now, but right after it, I mean, you kind of take the line from there, from the further clips. There's a lot of angle there, and it was like so, like too long of a slide on that side of the track, and yeah, couldn't turn it anymore. If you like some V8 sounds, get it from both big houses from the States, Ford and Chevy. Although I don't know if in any of these engines, if there's any Ford or Chevy parts left, but at least the badge. And we have Juha Rintanen. No Connor Shanahan. Let's take that wall tap. How was it right now? Like, I would say that that's the correct way of doing it. Doesn't hit into anything hard, just sweeps through the bumper cover and that's it. Still some cars line up and burn up box after these guys. Check Shanahan. Let's see that entry and the first corners again. I think that was pretty nicely taken from Jack. By Jack. Piotr there. A little bit shallower angle to the next corner. Some sort of a little bit of hesitation over there. So I guess it was just some sort of a just leak and nothing else, nothing major in Duane's car because it's now back on track. Seems to run really well. Yep. Things like this happen. It's just how it is. We have then Nasser Al-Harbali. Next one on the line. Do we have any company for him? Not. I managed to get a Nasser's car much more drivable. I think like 2 years ago still it was behaving like really weirdly, like when you got it into, even though it's a well-driven supercharger, I don't know, I think it's the Magnuson supercharger, and I got the feeling always that you pushing to the boost, then it's kind of revving up, and when you close the throttle it still kind of tries to rev. Now it's much better. Then it is Kevin Pesur. It's gonna be a solo run. We will take it. Question about the Heinonen's motor swap or repair. I believe they have a spare engine with them. Again, now I don't remember with whom it went here. Was it with Jarkko Juhas or? And yeah. It might be a tricky one again, but we'll see. By the way, where's Yves Meyer? Where is Yves Meyer? Remember Yves Meyer is that there is a Swiss flag over there that is not in the pole, it's over there, so we need to find out about him. I don't think that's on purpose, but it was just a coincidence that it happens to be the Swiss flag. Anybody know about him? Please, you can inform us in the comments. Might need another angle to that final corner. And I have some ideas. Let's wait until tomorrow, and we will then see whether it will work or not. Professor Jack Shanahan. Still have some cars in the lineup. Because I think that something that one thing we are missing now is that the finish line and that last clip and the last part of this clip over here. And then that part, it's really difficult to see. So I think there should be a camera like on that side of the track somewhere there. That would most likely be the most logical place to that. So we'll see what we can do about it tomorrow. This might be, it seems that they have given the 5 minutes at least for them. Is this now the last run or not? There is at least nothing coming, and James Dean is warming up tires. I think today, as I have a little bit of time after this one, I will actually kind of take a look at those camera things. Hopefully it will be better than ever tomorrow, or just at least good. At least one car on the line. Will it have permission to go? Because it's now 4:03. I think this was supposed to end. Yes, it will go. Good. We allowed to see cars and drifting. Does what Pavel Korpulinski does. That was really clean, steady run as always from him. Yeah. Hey, this was it. All for today. And if I don't just basically break all the wires and cables and everything, I want to thank you everybody for this today's training sessions, being here with me, commenting, giving the comments and all the subscribers and whatnot. It's a pleasure to do this for you, and somehow being here in Mondello Park in Ireland, there's a little bit of a special touch here into drifting because it's Ireland and Ireland is crazy about drifting. I'm happy to be here. But hey, subscribe to the channel, like the streams and everything what you see in this channel, because that helps to lift these content into front page of YouTube users, so they will not miss it. Also push in and click in that bell icon to get all the notifications and whatnot. Also presenting this one. So hey, super nice to do this to you guys, and we will see you tomorrow. And let's take a quick recap on the schedule that we have for tomorrow. My fingers are almost not working anymore. So tomorrow the practice will start 9 o'clock local time, and in finish time that will be 11 o'clock Central European time, will be 10 o'clock. And the qualification will be 2:30 local time, 4:30 finish time, Central European time, in between of those. So hey, thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna go and take a look a little bit of the cameras, and hopefully I can give it a little bit better. I think it was a good show today, but maybe even a little bit better show tomorrow. So see you there. Here.